Don't judge a book by its cover. You ever heard that term? I've heard it. I've used it. But as of late, and I mean probably in the last 10, 15 years, especially coming to the knowledge of the truth, let me tell you something. I've come to the understanding that that statement is totally bullshit. I'll give you a perfect example, right? You have 10 women in a room. They all have lace fronts. They all have wigs and weaves. They all have an excessive amount of makeup on their faces. They're all wearing high heel shoes or dressed a certainly a scantily clad way. And you take a man into the room and you say, pick the good woman. How does he know which of these women that are all dressed like whores? And see, this is the problem today, is that we don't want to call it what it is. You know, I'm from New York City, and it was hookers on Hunts Point, 125th Street. These are the places where hookers walk the streetwalkers. And they all look like the way in which modern women dress today. So I know what a streetwalker looks like. I used to hang out in my youth, you know what I'm saying, playing the video games and down at 42nd Street and the McDonald's, and you know, this is what we did during the Giuliani administration. But how do you know which one is a good woman and which one is not? Likewise, I'll give you another example. You have men that are all standing, and they all have they have tattoos all over their faces and all on their hands. They all are, their pants are drooping. They're all talking a certain way. And then you take a woman and say, hey, listen here, choose the good man. How does she know? Well, the truth of the matter is that we must judge books by their cover, by how they present themselves. Anybody and anything. Do people present themselves as persons of integrity? Are they a man or woman of their word? Can you quantify that through their actions? Or they're a cheat, a liar, and a thief? You can tell what it is by their actions. See, the problem that we're having today is that you have a lot of people that want to redefine words, where stealing ain't stealing no more as long as we redefine it. Cheating ain't cheating as long as we redefine what cheating is. Lying ain't lying as long as we redefine what it is. Committing adultery ain't adultery as long as we redefine what it is. We have an epidemic of this stuff. So I remember another old saying: if it talks like a duck, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, guess what it is? It's a damn duck. I'm big on calling it how I see it. Could I see it wrong? Sure, anybody can see it wrong. But based on the things that I've experienced and testing my level of discernment, which I firmly believe that I have an extremely high level of discernment. And if you are going to cultivate that discernment, that spirit that Yah has put in you, because it's a gift from Yah. See, people don't talk about all these other gifts that's given by the same spirit. They like to focus on one or two. But when there's a diversities of spirits, woo, I tell you, man, see, the devil ain't nothing but a liar. He's a fork-tongued devil. That's what he is. But when you can discern yourself and be honest with yourself, then you're much, much more equipped of discerning others and calling it like you see it. Hey, we live in a world in the age of extreme deception. And if you lack the spirit of discernment, you're not going to be able to understand what you're seeing. It's like somebody's telling you the age-old statement or saying, don't piss on my leg and tell me that it's raining. People will literally get on social media, blatantly lie. I mean, just flat out lie. And then attempt to present it to you, your feeble-minded self. That is the gospel truth. I tell you, man, it's sad. But this is where we're living. This is the hour that we're living in. And these people are doing it. They're deceived. They're truly deceived. Especially because, see, being a man of discernment, anybody with discernment can see what's going on. People can see the lie. People can see the betrayal, the deceit, the treachery. All of these things they can see. They can see the flip-flop. They can see all these things. And what Satan doesn't want you to do is look at things from a discerning eye and say, okay, well, this is how it's walking and how it's acting. This is how it's doing, so therefore it must be what it is. Don't fall into that snare. Pray to receive the spirit of discernment. And I tell you, man, it'll shield you from a whole lot of pain. I'm at the time and point in life where I should know. I should know. Too many things shouldn't be catching me off guard. It's amazing. Could you imagine me getting on camera and telling you that the last 10 years or 14 years of my life was nothing but a lie, that I was deceived? But yet, I believed the truth. This is what we got going on today, ladies and gentlemen. By their fruit, you shall know them. This is why I say over and over again, I judge results. I look at results. And results will always tell you who is operating in the spirit of truth and who is operating in the spirit of error. You stay blessed out there. Let me go and get after it. Stay productive, stay sharp, and discern. Shalom.